I'm Stefan Holt, and this is News 4 Now for Monday, November 19th. Welcome. We'll get started with a check of the weather. Parts of the area could see some showers overnight, then the skies will clear up by tomorrow afternoon. And now for the news. Brooklyn rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine is in federal custody, facing racketeering and firearms charges. Law enforcement sources say the rapper, whose real name is Daniel Hernandez, was arrested this morning. Several of his former associates were also taken into custody. The arrest comes less than a month after the rapper was sentenced to probation in a sex crimes case. It is a heartbreaking story in New Jersey. A bride and groom killed in a chain reaction crash on the way to their wedding. Police say a tractor-trailer rear-ended their car on I-78 in Berks County, Pennsylvania on Wednesday. Catherine Schertz and her fiancé Joseph Carney didn't survive the crash. They were heading to Pittsburgh, where they were going to be married the next day. Instead, a wake was held for Schertz this evening in Scotch Plains.
A terrible tragedy for everyone who knows and loves them.
Mayor de Blasio laid out his plans to fix a large chunk of the city's public housing units. The plan will convert about a third of NYCHA apartments into what is called project-based Section 8 housing. 62,000 units would be renovated and 140,000 residents would be covered. The plan will cost a whopping $13 billion. It will be paid for by a mix of federal money and private investment.
It means new kitchens. It means new bathrooms, new windows.
A New Jersey restaurant is ruffling feathers after asking customers without measles vaccines to eat somewhere else.
Saturday night, I turned my phone on and I had 17,000 messages from anti-vaxxers. I couldn't even read all of them.
The owner of Snaps Kosher posted this request on Twitter amid a growing measles outbreak in New Jersey. 14 people in Ocean County contracted the disease after coming into contact with someone who got sick. White said the policy is meant to keep his customers and employees safe. And finally, just in time for Thanksgiving, Kennedy Airport is expanding a service that gets you through security quicker. It's called Clear, and it'll be available to the airport's international terminal. The technology identifies you by scanning your fingerprint or your eye. Then you go through an X-ray machine and on your way to the plane. We're told it only takes 5 minutes to enroll in the program. That's all for News 4 Now. Stick around after this for an exclusive report on why the city didn't trim risky trees before last week's snowstorm. I'm Stefan Holt. Thanks for checking in.
Well, this is one of the more than 2,000 tree limbs that fell down during Thursday's storm. And a lot of New Yorkers are now worried that the next downed tree is only a gust away.
But I feel the tree should come down completely. It is a major hazard.
John Amato was very relieved to see the storm didn't topple this ash tree on 233rd Street in Bayside.
It did survive our recent storm.
But he's worried about the winter.
The challenge is obviously making sure that the public is safe. That's the first priority.
Neve Strauss of the Parks Department said the city's new inspection grading system has helped. News 4 has learned exclusively the Parks Department did 54,000 tree inspections in the past year, and of those, only 3% were in Category A, high priority, 10% in Category B, moderate priority. The rest are marked C or D, a lower priority even if they look dangerous.
What we really want to do is try to proactively manage risk, basically looking at likelihood of impact, what it would impact, and the consequences of impact.
That tree was going to fall.
Diane Ranieri predicted the tree in front of her house was trouble, and these limbs were part of Thursday's damage. More than 3,000 service requests, 2,000 limbs down, nearly 1,000 trees down, and more than 400 hanging limbs.
Thank God there was no car under there.
But the Parks Department said heavy, wet, snow-saturated leaves, not risky trees, created the problem. That's why today Giuseppe Mignelli taking no chances, trimming his own trees.
I'm kind of scared because every time it's bad weather, I'm afraid that it's going to snap big branches.
With the next wintry blast coming before you know it.